Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a long time since we're all busy, but I decided to, for a new video in a long time, sorry, I'm just filming on my phone on a tripod, that I decided to give you a deck profile of a deck I've been using at an event in the lower mainland of BC called MST Open Series, the fifth one. And I used this deck. It's actually really good. I'm pretty happy about it. That I did really good, but I had to leave due to personal reasons. And then I entered the locals, and I got a pretty good score, like 3 wins, 1 loss. It's not the best deck in the world, but I still like playing it. And here's a deck profile for it. So let's get started. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay, it's on to the main deck. So first off, we got 2 rats that your search, your main XYZ play. Yeah, I'm gonna go briefly with the cards because I assume most of you know what they do and it shouldn't be too hard to. Yeah, 3 whiptails. I run the 3 because it's broke. I like to stack, make it big attack. It's a good zoo monster. 1 Ram because there's the main combo, regular generic combo since we lost Norden. 1 Thorblade. I know it's not good in mixed builds, but if you have this plus Whiptail, you have a good 2800 2800 XYZ, which is very nice. That's all the zoos, and now we have 3 Sorcerer. That's your main play in the deck to search out everything you want almost. Like, as you see, the 3 Jokers, which also search more stuff in the deck, like your Sorcerers and the Magicians. 1 Giturtle and 1 Lizardraw. Okay, I only run 1 Lizardraw, 1 Giturtle, because I assume that my theory with this deck is you're only going to pull off the Giturtle Lizardraw like maybe once, but if you're really pushing it, twice. Because I'll tell you later why I only run 1 Lizardraw, 1 Giturtle. But it's a really good combo because it's a pot of greed essentially. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But also shout out to PhoenixFlare for having this deck profile because I had like a PerformAPal deck and I had a Zoodiac deck. And I didn't really have much for the pure zoo deck, so I found out this deck build. I was like, oh, okay, I have everything, so I might as well combine the 2 decks together, and I'm very happy with this build. In my opinion, over my course of playing Yu-Gi-Oh, this is like one of my best decks I ever made, besides Pepe. 3 Wisdomite. If you have 2 in hand, you literally have Scales and a rank 4, and this guy's really good. I'm happy this is back, so yeah. Oh, 2 Dragon Pit Magician. It's really good because, like, first of all, it's a scale 1, so you can get Lizardraw out. So it's a level 4, so you can XYZ, but use this guy to have a low scale when there's Giturtle and scale. But the funny thing about this is, like, let's say they have a masterpiece, they're mostly going to tribute Trap and Monster, right? Since, you know, some people don't really care about spell. This guy's a spell in your scale zone, and then just discard and just take off their masterpiece, which is, like, it's really nice. 1 of this guy, I don't really like it. I guess it's like spell trap removal, but it's just a high scale just to get your Wisdom Eye off. 1 Luster Pendulum. Yes, this goes into Ignister. I understand about that, but I also mostly use this Pendulum effect where you destroy and search, which is a really nice kind of setup with Pensork. So you have 1 Pensork in scale, 1 Pensork in hand. So it makes your Pensorks more expendable, so you can overlay and not be like, oh, I need to save it and stuff. 1 Draconia. Dude, well, it's just a low scale. Beast Warrior, searched by Broad Bull. That's it. And for the hand traps, Triple Ghost Ogre. It's really good. Just to disrupt combos and ruin. Yeah, just disrupt combos and ruin things that, you know, get their effects go off. So it's a really nice card to have. 1 Ash Blossom because I can't afford the other 2, but it's still a good card too if you play it right. Like, it can stop Slumber. I think this can also stop Macrocosmos too, surprisingly. Stop Searchers, and it's a really nice card. You can, like, draw a bunch of times, including the Mirror. And that's all the monsters in the deck. Now to move on to spells. Triple Zoodiac Barrage. It's a good combo starter. I like it. Self-explanatory. 3 Duelist Alliance. This card is really good because let's say you're missing pendulum pieces, this will complete it, and there's a certain combo with a card I'm going to show you later on. 2 Tenkeys. It works similar like Barrage, but not like Barrage. It's just good to get your Zeus to your hand, and even the Dragoons of Draconia. Removal, anti-removal, spell and trap removal, more removal. And here's one of the spicy techs in this deck I like. Pendulum Rising. There's a combo I could show you later in the video with this. In a later video, but yeah, it's a really good card. You get to, because there's zoos in the deck and they're non-pendulum, so you tribute the zoo and then it's like you drop the Sork and you can set up with the Sork. So now you did the zoo combo essentially, then you set up with the Sork, and now you can pendulum summon, which is 3 good things, because before pendulum decks suffered Sork has to be your setup. Now with zoos that's not the case anymore, and with this card it's a similar case. 3 strikes, so self-explanatory, it's really good. And one warning, more self-explanatory stuff. And my other spicy tech is Starlight Road. What this deck suffers a lot, and its biggest weakness is the monster removal, which is your Dark Hole, Slumbers, and Raigekis, which I do play in the deck too. And using this card is really good because it stops that, and then you summon Stardust Dragon, which can stop it again. So if they have like, Raigeki, Dark Hole, those 2 are stopped with this just 1 card, essentially, because Stardust saves it and stuff, which you will now see in the extra deck later. Now moving on to the extra deck. I run 2 Dryadens because it's a good card and it's good spot removal. Like, the reason I was thinking about running Radish Horse, but I found out you can use other stuff like Dryden to take it off, and even Twin Twister. Against, like, the anti-spell frag against the Imperial Order. 1 Broadbull. I had 2 before in the deck, but I guess 1 still is usable. 1 Chicanine combo piece, other combo piece, and more combo pieces. 2 Daigatsu Emeralds. This is like literally the backbone almost of the deck, because it's really good, because the reason why I run the 1 Broadbull, because I can just shuffle it back to deck. Even with like what I mentioned before about Lizard Draw, I can just shuffle Lizard Draw back in the deck and then search it out, so I could do the Lizard Draw combo again. I hate Masterpiece. Applicable matchups. You can also, and this guy, because like also this deck suffers the weakness of anti-spell and spot removals and, face down cards. So Dryden and this guy can take it off. I can 1 Ignister. I don't run the Heartbringer engine because it takes too much room, and Zoodiacs already take too much room in your extra deck. So by using this guy, he's good. Also, it's good in removal and back row removal. So it's like one of the best. I think it's the best Draco Slayer guy. The earlier gens. 1 Stardust to summon the Starlight Road, as I explained before. You can stop 2 removals if they have a 3rd that is super RNG and like what the hell. And yeah, that is my Zoodiac deck I've been playing with, and it's really nice. I could do a combo video later. Also, last things, shout out to PhoenixFlareX for showing me this deck. It's really cool, and this is my version of it. And yeah, thanks again, and have a great day.